And I'm done with my hosting shift, so I'll be passing it off to the amazing Yellow Killer Bee.
Thank you so much, Mike. This is Yellow Killer Bee, and I'm going to be hanging out with you guys for the next couple games. All right, you are watching Summer Games Done Quick 2017. Coming up next, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 Radical Rescue by ZorlaxSeven. So you're going to want to make sure you stick around for that. After that, we have X-Men Mutant Apocalypse by L-Rock, followed closely behind by Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast by Covert Muffin. I got to see a little bit of some of those runs, and you are not going to want to miss any of them. Just a reminder that all of our proceeds go to Doctors Without Borders. They are an international, independent, medical humanitarian organization that delivers emergency aid to people affected by armed conflict, epidemics, malnutrition, national disasters, and exclusion from healthcare in 69 countries in 2015. So all of your donations are going to a great cause. Plus, you can always donate to your favorite bid war. In fact, coming up soon, we have Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast has a bid war for the language. So German is currently in the lead, so if you're a fan of Spanish, French, or English, make sure to get your bids in right away. We have a $50 anonymous donation. Third year donating. First year having my donation read, smiley face. Donation goes to an Extra Kingdom Hearts run. Thank you to everyone for making this happen. And speaking of the Extra Kingdom Hearts run, that specific bid incentive is to replace the setup block 3 with a level 1 data.org RTA run of Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. So that one is currently at 11,000 and needs to get to 30,000 to be met. So if you want to see that, make sure to get your bids in right away. We have $5 from Megaxlex. Very happy to see Avenging Spirit this year, as it's a personal favorite of mine. And we have $50 from Dork Master Flex. Is that the John Carls of Author Blues Presents the Frame Savers featuring Author Blues and introducing John Carls fame? Good luck on your run, GC, and don't forget to be humble. Yes, that is the John Carls. So I just want to give you a little update on our biggest bid war of the marathon. Of course, save the animals versus kill the animals. Kill the Animals is currently in the lead with $72,247.91, but Save the Animals is not that far behind at $66,000 and some change. So if you want to save those animals, make sure you get your bids in right away. I personally am on the Save the Animals side, but either way, we're raising a lot of money for charity, so it's a good thing. We've got a $50 donation from Devil's Advocate. I played an arcade version of this a lot when I was younger, and I never got good at it. Awesome to watch someone succeed where I failed so many times. This goes towards killing the animals and the hope of more angry ghosts.
You're about to need another.
Okay, guys, you're going to want to listen up for this one. We have a $20,000 donation from the Yeti. They say, hey all, Yeti here. We're happy to announce we've hit 100,000 raised for Summer Games Done Quick 2016. Shoutouts to the runners and all of the people behind the scenes at the event who make this happen, the staff and the volunteers, Power Up Audio, Support Class, Pinball Done Quick. Let's unlock that Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix S run and name some stuff. Yeah! And I think we did, with that, I think we did unlock that Kingdom Hearts 2 Final S Mix run. So thank you so much, the Yeti. That's amazing. All right, and with that, are you guys ready for some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? I'm going to throw it over to ZorlaxSeven. It's all you.
Hello, everyone. I'm ZorlaxSeven. We're going to be playing some Ninja Turtles 3 for the Game Boy. I got the Cowabunga Boys behind me. This is going to be a hype run. This is going to be a hype run for a game that I'm sure everyone's played at least once in their lives, including and especially John Carl's. No one else on my couch knows this game. They're here for more support.
I might be the only person on this couch that's actually played this video game. So,
all right. Without further ado, I'm just gonna start the run. Woo! Yeah.
let's do it.
Oh, I didn't. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't get count off timer. Is that an issue?
No,
okay. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking about pizza and cowabunga. You know, this is what this is all about here. So the first thing we're going to be doing, I guess I'll explain the backstory of this game. So you play as Michelangelo to start. You go out to get pizza, and you leave all the other turtles and Splinter in the sewers, and everyone gets abducted while you're away getting pizza. So you have to save everyone as Michelangelo starting out. You'll slowly get more turtles throughout the game, but Mikey's the best because he has a hover ability, which I think we saw a little bit of. I dodged that rock, which is actually really difficult to do. One of the first things we're doing is we're incrementing a kill counter. So each time you kill one of these big enemies, kill counter increments, and I think every 10 enemies you get a health pickup, which is kind of important for the boss coming up, because the first boss of the game is actually the most difficult boss in the entire game, believe it or not. But yeah, this is Turtles. This is not Turtles 3 from the Nintendo, which I think is a side-scrolling beat 'em up. This is a Metroidvania game that I literally never heard of until like a year ago, until when someone dared me to run it. So I said, hey, I'll run it. And then I'm running this now.
Yeah, the cool thing about this game is, as Zorlax said, most of the Turtles games are side-scrolling beat-em-ups. Some of them are platformers, but this is a Metroidvania game. Each turtle has a different ability that'll unlock a new area once you rescue them. So it's got a really unique element to it for a Turtles game.
Exactly.
And we're in boss fights. As you notice, the bosses have like 3 seconds of iframes.
Yeah, they do.
Everyone has a lot of iframes in this game, and these bosses are really random. This guy can randomly swipe. He can interrupt whatever he's doing to do a melee attack. And, oops, I just ran into him. And as you'll notice, he does a lot of damage with it, but I guess I can just tank this hit.
Nice.
It's important you gotta do that every time. Actually, the hardest boss in the run right there, no joke. Just because he can interrupt his attacks to do melee attacks, a little random, and his melee attack reaches longer than yours. Yeah, so we're just gonna start tanking hits now, just because I can, because you have those 3 seconds of iframes. You notice I'm doing jump kicks. It's slightly faster than standing around doing melee attacks. All your attacks do the same amount of damage. They all do 1. This room lags to all heck here. Gotta climb ladders too. The ladders have like 2 pixels of window you can climb them.
The good thing about doing the 100% run is there's several different health upgrades throughout the game, and the final boss rush we'll definitely be talking about later.
Oh, yeah.
Is really, really difficult, so it'll be much more manageable with these multiple health upgrades to get his life bar extended.
Yeah, I guess I didn't talk about the categories. So this is 100%, which requires getting all the health upgrades, all the keys, saving all the characters, and I think that's about it. It's a category I made up for fun. It's not recognized on the leaderboards.
It's the best category.
It's the best. It actually is a good category because you can see all the game. It's basically intended percent. And there's also some high-level menuing, high-octane menuing here. So I need Leo because Leo can drill. That's his ability.
Yeah, so you see how this is a Metroidvania, and that now that he's unlocked Leo, there's new areas he can access that he could not previously access with just Michelangelo. And so the map slowly starts to expand as you acquire more skills.
And that's the unfortunate part of this game is that each turtle's skills aren't really like useful other than getting to the next area.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I spend most of my time as Mikey wherever I can. That's another pizza manipto.
The Manipto.
The manipto. So I'm gonna be keeping that pizza count throughout the whole game. I hope, so I can get health refills when I need them.
Pizza power.
Yeah, Michelangelo is a lot easier to basically control and manipulate when doing fights and different movement, as you can see, because of the hover.
Yeah.
And that can be really useful for bosses because it's a lot easier to jump over their giant sprites and float over them with Michelangelo than it is with any of the other turtles. Most of the other turtles' abilities are not really useful for combat as much as just getting through places.
Although,
Giant sprites and giant iframes right here.
although I was watching our boy E Bloody Candy do some casual of this, and he had some strats on bosses I didn't even realize you can use other turtles for. Obviously, we don't want to switch around between turtles if we don't have to, because menuing takes forever. It takes like 2 seconds.
He's got strats on strats on strats.
Strats on strats.
That E Bloody Candy /subscribe.
Another fun fact about this game is that there's not really any RNG in the world section part of it. So if you do things the same, you'll always get the same output or same result. Occasionally the game lags a little bit, and that messes with some spawns, but that's not too common. So I'm just taking some hits here. Still working on my pizza manipto. Oops, that's not an intended hit. That's not an intended hit. That's okay. That's okay. We're okay. That's the big pizza. That's like a fairy in Zelda, so after I lose all my health, I can get a full health refill. So my pizza manip is a little off. That's going to be right there. So I'm 1 off, which is a little weird. That's okay. One guy escaped me. Fortunately, this boss is pretty easy, but he's also kind of a dirtbag.
It's funny because his name is Dirtbag.
That's hilarious. All these C-list Turtles villains.
Yeah, it is interesting that they went
wow.
with a lot of villains that you might not recognize. There's no Bebop and Rocksteady. There's no Lord Krang. There's no Baxter. It's just, I don't know, a bunch of things I don't remember.
He looks really evil.
I mean,
Also, he does this jump attack, which we don't want because it's really slow.
yeah, it is.
So I think my PB for this in both any percent and 100% have like 1 jump each, which is insane. And he's down.
Nice.
Yeah, he's pretty easy. Bosses actually get easier over time after you know what you're doing. It's just that first one is a pain. I just found out how to do that jump today, so.
The bosses have a surprising amount of variety in attacks, and casually playing it can be hard to adjust to, but I assume once you've learned them, it can be quite easier.
Yeah, it's strange. I mean, I played this game enough to get good times in it, but this week I've been playing a lot of it, because this is my vengeance against Kirby's Dream Land 2 earlier in the marathon. Hold on, this jump is really, okay, got the jump. That jump is really difficult. I could take the hit, it's not a big deal. But, so I've been playing a lot of this, and I've been finding out more and more about the bosses, that there are manipulations that I wasn't aware of that make fights even faster. But I'm kind of playing it safe with the bosses. Also now we're going to save Raphael. All the turtles basically have the same sprite. The only thing that changes is their weapon. So I think it's interesting because you can see the guy's like holding one nunchuck and he has like his arm flexed at all times. All the turtles do that with their weapon. He's just going around like that. Oh yeah, Raphael, he can go into a shell, which is basically allowed us to sneak under this here. That's all that is. You'll notice that there's some lag when I morph and unmorph. I found a way to skip that lag by menuing. It's a big time saver. Saves like half a second each time. You know, it's a big deal. Also, Raphael is invulnerable to certain attacks when he's in the shell. Oh yeah, my pizza minute is going to be 1 off still. Now we're back on track. So I'm going to menu to Leo right here and save that half a second. Oh my god, speed
That's
tech.
sweet.
Speed tech, man. You don't see that anywhere else but at GDQs. This room is really boring and slow because you have to wait for these platforms. And also need an audio cue here. Make sure I don't jump into that laser, which you can do. Oops, nice ladder grab. My health doesn't matter really because there's a health upgrade right here. So I'm just gonna tank a hit there. I don't really have strats for this room because I don't know. I just can never figure anything consistent out.
And as you can see, the health refill, or the health upgrade also refills all of your health whenever you get each one, which is nice.
Did I say refill the first time?
No, you said upgrade.
I probably said refill. This room has a little bit of lag and a little bit, I guess, quote RNG with enemy spawns. I got one of the better ones.
Nice dodge.
Yeah, I know, sick dodge, right? All this menuing. This is high octane menuing right here.
Edge of your seat.
Nothing
you might
sexier than menuing.
Like, you might know me from my LADX speedruns back in the day where I would do like 100 menus in a run. No. This is Turtles. We got high octane menuing. This is Triceraton. He has a few attacks, like the laser attack. Oops, okay. I learned that if you stand far enough during that laser attack, he often jumps towards you.
Yep.
But if you're too close, he just kind of walks around, I think is what he ends up doing. So I just learned that you can get an extra hit if I just stand far enough away and do that. You don't want to jump. You don't want to hit that laser because it freezes you and you take a lot of damage. And that's it.
Really good fight.
Yeah, the tough thing about the bosses is you can see you're doing very little damage to them, and some of their attacks are doing like 4 bars of damage.
Hearts.
Hearts. This isn't Zelda.
Although
I saw you, Zorlax. I thought it was Link's Awakening.
Although we did get heart containers earlier, so
There's also
I guess that's
pizza
fair.
power.
There is pizza
That's
power.
true.
But some of the boss attacks can do like 4 or 6 bars of damage.
I think 4 is the max.
Yeah, that lightning attack is one of them.
And I'm gonna take a hit there just because I can. Just go through all those lasers. You know, no big whoop.
Iframes for days.
Iframes for days. I should probably calculate how many iframes an average run gets. It's probably be on the order of like 45 seconds. So this is the worst room of the game, in my opinion. Just because there's 2 jump attacks that are kind of difficult to pull off. Like that right there. Getting that bomb is not easy to get. Also, we're going to save Donatello. The funny thing is, in any percent, you can actually skip Donatello completely. His ability is to climb on walls, but the developers put one platform. They intended you to climb on a wall in one specific area. But they put a platform 1 pixel too low. Got that twice.
Nice.
That's a really tight window to land there and not take any damage. That's really nice.
So developers intended you to climb in one room in particular, but they put the platform put a platform 1 pixel too low, so you can kind of barely sneak onto it. And I'll be doing that in this run because it saves a little bit of time. It's just Donatello skip.
I like that you do Donatello skip with Donatello.
Yeah, I'll be doing Donatello skip while Donatello's equipped. So equipped for that matter. And then we're gonna wait for that guy, kill that guy because oh no, no, jump lag. That's okay. That's okay. My health really doesn't matter too much because I'm gonna get another full pizza. Since I have a full pizza in my inventory, hold on, gotta make sure I get that jump. I'll get a full health refill. They're labeled pizza, so you know what they are too. Otherwise, it might be hard to tell.
Might be a cookie, you don't know.
It could be a cookie, but it says pizza, so we're.
Seems unlikely.
That jump saves like half a second from taking damage. I guess I'll just take some hits here. It doesn't matter. Normally I dodge these rocks, but like health at this point in the run is not that important. I just gotta kill that guy too, don't I? In the next section after we save Splinter, it'll be a bigger issue. But there's a lot of pizza, a lot of health refills in this area, so we're good.
Also important to note that the music is lit.
It's true. This is Donatello skip. Yeah, like just like that.
Wow.
I think it's pixel perfect. Nice. It's not that impressive.
I didn't know that was possible. That's amazing.
I found it on my own, and I was so proud of myself. I was like, oh man, I found some new strats for this game. But it turns out anyone who had this game as a kid, they all figured it out on their own. So, never mind. Yeah, got the right block. You don't want to drill on the wrong block here. So we're just gonna make our way around. So if we have any donations for a few quick donations.
We do. We have $25 from Helen D. Congrats on your second SGDQ, Zorlax. Shoutouts from sunny San Diego. The future is and continues to be YAO. Wing night ain't the same without you. But now I kind of want pizza.
Shoutouts to Helen and Jeff. We can do one more.
All right. We've got $30 from Misty Antelope. Hi, hyped to see some TMNT. Been watching as much as possible this week, and I really love every minute of it. Donation goes to Announcer's Choice. You guys are the soul of this event. So to you runners and everyone else involved in running this event, keep up the great work.
So I got Donatello skip first try both times. I usually get it on average second try, so that's actually pretty good. And the only reason we do it in this case is because it saves a menu, and no one likes Donatello, right? That's the thing, and I don't
Such
really
a nerd. Who likes nerds at events like this? Gosh.
I'm not really big on the Turtles lore and the Turtles timelines, but I know that we're not supposed to like Donatello.
Respect the lore.
Respect the lore. And then we're just gonna tank some more hits because we got that health refill, and there's still another one coming up. And if for some reason I needed even more health, I can grab a big pizza, but I don't think that should happen. Okay. Sign says keep out, but we're just gonna go in anyways. Also, like the exits are properly labeled, so that's like OSHA approved. And we take that hit right there because those landmines do a lot of damage. They actually might do more than 4 damage. I don't know.
This is the best game I've ever played.
Now we get the original Turtles music here for a little bit. Should not have done a low jump there. That was bad. These guys with jetpacks are a pain in the derriere. I didn't say anything inappropriate. Derriere. Because they're really good at tracking you and really good at dropping one of their missiles on you. These guys are building their cave. It's important. And then we dig down more.
Do you have iframes when you do this animation?
Yes, actually you do.
Of course, you played the game, man.
No, you're right. You're right. I've played this.
Let's jump is in slow-mo because it looks super cool. Also lag. I really don't have a strat for this room either. I just kind of jump over those guys and wait for them to attack me and do that. Yeah, actually, that's a good
was
strat.
really
That's a
good.
good strat
Yes.
right there.
Winging the strats.
I didn't want to take damage there, but that's okay. Oh man, I missed a menu. Missed a menu. Oh man.
Reset.
Oh man. Failure.
Disqualified.
It's Kirby's Dream Land 2 all over again. I actually don't want to take I want to take as little damage as I possibly can because all the damage all the health I have is going to be going into the next boss fight. Also, go the correct way in this room.
The next boss is really challenging.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Just wasn't sure. I mean, I know you've played the game plenty of times, so I mean, you couldn't be a cowabunga boy otherwise.
I want to know what everybody on the couch's favorite part of the game is. What like your experiences with the game.
All
Yeah,
right.
my very personal experiences
Yeah.
that are my own.
Where to start?
Also, this room is pretty tight right here. Not tight as in cool, but tight as in
I don't know. It's pretty
specific,
tight.
because you can hit those balls out of air. So now we have Scale Tail. This fight actually can go very poorly if he decides he doesn't want to work with me. But if he decides he wants to do his good attack, which is not his melee attack, which is this. So that attack is he shoots a fire pillar, and then he tries to like suck you into it or blow you into it. And then if you get too close, he'll do his melee attack. So I'm just manipulating him. And then after you hit him, he'll do a jump attack right there. But if he just stands still, I don't really know what he's gonna do. And his melee attack does 3 bars of damage, and yeah. So now he's moving. Now I really have very little control over this fight. I need him to do a fire bar, and he did the close one. So this is bad. It's slow. But should be fine.
That was
was
really
okay.
good.
Yeah, that boss is really challenging, man.
Unfortunately, that was a pretty slow fight. I could not control him very well.
Yeah, you might not be able to tell from watching Zorlax do the fights because he does make them look easy. They are really, really hard casually, especially just because of the size of the sprites and the amount of damage that these bosses do comparative to you. You're gonna have to get in like 20 hits for, them only getting in 3 hits. So it can be frustrating.
That damage is intentional because I fall off the ladder, which is slightly faster. Same thing here.
Nice.
Yeah, this section actually is really tough coming up. Oh god, okay. That jump is also a pain.
Nice.
Cowabunga Boys bringing the hype. These jumps are pretty easy. So in the any percent, you skip Donatello, and you also skip Splinter here because Splinter doesn't actually do anything. He's just there. And oh yeah, I didn't mention, we play on the US version because it's actually faster than the Japanese version. In Japanese, they talk way more for some reason.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ben.
I didn't believe you until Bamboo said yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
was-
tested, actually. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Oh, okay. You
It's
did
true
some
what
frame
he said.
counts and you found out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well done.
So I'm just gonna tank a few more hits here because I don't know the casual way of doing this room. So I just feel like doing that's a lot easier. And then I'm gonna wait for these things as I usually do.
And the cards he's picking up are just cards that unlock different areas that have gates. So if you're wondering what that is on the bottom right, that's what it is.
It's my inventory, bro.
It's your inventory.
But I don't want to jump here because that'll make this guy go off screen and then you can't actually dodge him. It's really strange. It's hard to explain what is actually happening if you don't see it, but it's a pain in the butt. Also, we have to go back to this area. So I actually have a good health count coming into this section, which is not always common. Okay, got the fall. I'm also really bad at that fall because you have to line up on a couple pixels. Just to make our way out. And I think I might have a pizza coming my way. If not, that's fine.
I think there will be one.
Okay, thanks. I got confirmation. Should be on this guy. Yeah, I got it. You didn't see it, but which is great because the next few rooms can also go poorly.
Do we have time for a quick donation?
Sure.
I've got $10 from Anonymous. Heard ZorlaxSeven likes auto-scrollers. Is that true?
I do heart auto-scrollers, but there are no auto-scrollers in this run. This room's also very tight. Okay, I got the jumps. This room is not so much. Yeah, we can do one more.
All right, we've got $10 from Easy Games. Today I found out my science teacher is a speedrunner, and he likes to speedrun Ninja Turtles for the Game Boy. Put half of the donation to naming Ness and Earthbound Sans and the other half to Runner's Choice.
Oh man, clearly someone wasn't paying attention in class. All I do is talk about speedrunning. It's hard to get me to shut up about it. There was a bingo card made in grad school for me, and one of the things was talking about speedrunning. It's basically this free square. Oops, oh, I missed that cycle in this room. Nope. Okay. That's not an easy cycle to make.
That jump is really hard.
Oh, cool.
It is.
It's a very challenging platform to make. Okay.
You have to jump straight up.
Yeah. Nice menu.
Yeah, sick menu, bro. I missed one, so the run's a failure. Cool. I have 1 health, but that's actually not a big issue at all, because I have that full pizza, which will refill all my health. Oops. That's fine.
At what point do you want to use the pizza optimally?
I guess never, because it takes time to use it.
Yeah.
But I guess, well, since I have low health, I will be using it in this room because I don't know how to do one of these jumps without taking damage. Right here, so I just take the iframes.
This room is actually a pretty difficult room casually, just because of the way the enemies are flying over you, trolling you while you're trying to meet these little platform puzzles, and it's Zorlax just made it look a lot easier than it really is.
So we get a full pizza right there before the final boss rush. I'll wait for that laser. Whoops. Okay, whatever. So if you liked the bosses the first time around, you're gonna like them the second time around. They're the same thing, but they all have max health. And I don't get any health. I get health refills at the end of each fight, but I cannot go back to get a pizza.
This
yeah.
boss rush took me 6 hours casually to beat. I'm not kidding, which is embarrassing, but yeah.
The game's fun and cute when you first learn it, or when you're first playing through it, and you can do the bosses reasonably. But casually, I don't. This is where the steep drop off is. Like this boss rush is unfair and unforgiving.
Yeah, casually it took me 3 hours to get to this point and 6 hours more to finish.
Ah man. Okay, I guess it doesn't matter because
you get
I have
the
all this-
refills.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's important. Oh, but wait, there's more.
How do you feel about the boss rush?
It's pretty good so far.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. I'm glad you approve of my boss rush so far.
You got the evil-looking guy again.
He's a dirtbag.
Yeah.
Just gonna melee him in his iframes. Got him in air, cool.
That's a good pattern right there.
Okay. Don't listen to that guy. Yeah, that jump is really slow. Luckily, this guy's Matic is really, it's short reaching, so he'll try to melee you because you're close, but not close enough.
Do you get refills after the boss fights?
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, okay. We're gonna try to karate kick him out of the air.
Yo, nice.
Yo. As he does this fight, just leading up to the Shredder fight, Shredder is really difficult. He has 2 different phases, and the intended way of beating him is basically every one of his attacks, one of the turtles is useful against. So you'll want to switch into different turtles to protect yourself from certain attacks of his. But to go fast, we're not going to do all that menuing and transforming. We'll just do it as a Michelangelo. But it is a lot harder that way.
Ah, man. Cool game. I don't know why I'm so hesitant to take damage. Now I'm just taking all the hits. That's fine. Oh, actually, I'm gonna go away there.
Nice.
Gonna move slightly away on that one.
Now, in any percent, you have how much less health when you're actually doing this part, making it even harder.
You get 1 health refill or health upgrade, so you have 6 bars of health fewer.
Yeah.
Okay, he's jumping. guy. So that's him blowing. He's gonna try to suck me into him. Yeah. Okay, he's acting a little strange today. He's doing jumps and without actually doing that attack. That's okay. Okay, this is actually a really quick fight. I'm gonna tank a hit. Okay, no, I'm not.
Dude, that was perfect.
That was a really fast fight.
Flawless victory.
Okay, we do got Shredder coming up.
I'm having
Shredder.
flashbacks.
This fight's
I'm
pretty
having
intense.
flashbacks of my casual playthrough.
Same.
So Shredder has
6
3
hours.
attacks. This is his flying kick attack. He also has a melee attack that's not a real attack, that sometimes if you just get too close to him, he'll kick you. This is his fireball attack.
Yeah, you're gonna see Zorlax kite that by moving like just very slowly forward and then running away so that it'll hit the ground and explode in a place where he's able to actually jump over it.
That's 2 of the 3 attacks that he does. Okay, I'm gonna get hit there. Yeah. Probably should conserve health because you never know what will happen. So close. That melee though. Okay, this is his 3rd attack where he goes up here and like warps around and then does
Super Saiyan Shredder.
Yeah. Dude, those high kicks though.
Okay, you can't like those are like random and they're like if you get too close you'll randomly do it. So turns out Shredder had a full pizza the entire time too.
Oh no!
Damn it.
Okay, that's not how that attack is supposed to go. That's okay. This is also like now he has 2 new attacks. That's one of them where he does that like multiple fire pillar thing, which is also going the wrong way every time. Okay. This attack's actually pretty easy to dodge. Stop doing your kick. And this is the new attack here. I like this attack because it's really easy to dodge too, except for I ran right into it, face first into his kick. Okay, what? That attack has been going the wrong way the entire fight. But that's okay. It's basically free at this point to finish the run. Yeah, I don't think it'd be hard to not. So time isn't
Good
coming
fight.
up yet. We're not quite there on time. Time is when the screen, after we save April, and the screen says Cowabunga. So, time. Cowabunga, dude.
Cowabunga!
Shout outs to widescreen.
Oh yeah, sorry. I was just too hype. That's a world record. That's
With the world record.
9-second PB. So
Nice.
I think I made up for Kirby, right?
Yeah.
really
Really
did.
did.
Vengeance of Turtles. Yeah, and these credits are terrible. Turns out the game was made by a guy named Scratch, Dirtbag, Triceratops, Scale Tail, so on. I think that's all I really have to say. Shoutouts to my Cowabunga dude, boys. Like I'm so excited that you guys came out for this run. Like and everyone out in the audience, I'm surprised that anyone's here for
It's a
Turtles
big
3.
draw. Radical Rescue. It's a big game.
It's a great game.
Big speed game.
And then again, I guess I have to give shoutouts to GDQ for letting this run in. I was really confused when you guys let it in, just because I didn't think anyone heard of this game. Shoutouts to JY for the old 80% world record holder. Thanks for providing a video and route for me to follow off of. And I guess that's it for me.
Cowabunga.
All right. One more time for ZorlaxSeven with that world record run. Always